So, I said to my wife yesterday morning, wife, we need to sled. We need to sled. My wife said, honey, I don't think you're feeling well. You should probably go lay down because it's like 85 degrees outside. But in true fashion, the wife is always right. And we're making a sled. Wait a minute, if the wife's always right, why am I not right? This wife. Oh. Hey guys, welcome back to the vlog. I'm Boof.
I'm Lee.
And we're making a table sled.
But not just any table sled, we're making a mini table sled.
In fact, we're making this.
So come along, watch the video to see how we done it and the trials and tribulations we had in the process.
We're not professionals. Just gonna throw that disclaimer out there right now. As with any of our projects, proceed with caution.
So one of the very first steps that we did was we took a 2x4 and chiseled and sawed out the center so that our track could fit smoothly in it. Once we had the track all set up and ready to go, we marked where we needed to mark. Then we drill pressed a few holes through the actual channel so that way we could screw it in, as well as glue it. You will see that we actually run a thin line of glue on the inside, and then we pressed our channels in where we wanted them and put some pressure on them to hold them in place. This seemed to work just fine for this application.
We've cut our slide rails so that they fit exactly in our table saw. So now we need to attach the rails to the bottom of the sled. In order to do this, I'm gonna first pre-drill some holes in our markers and then attach them temporarily with hot glue. And all that's gonna do is hopefully, in theory, keep them on the back of the board so that when we flip it over, they're in the right position and we can screw them down. But first, I'll get these pre-drilled and then we'll try the hot glue method. Forgot to record the glue process. Trust me when I say there's glue on the sleds. Sorry. I'm new with this. Thing of beauty. And my handle. A little rough. It's gonna go here. Give that guy a light sand. He's a little sharp on the edges, you see. Not trying to get splinters. Much better. Here's our freshly stained table saw sled, and here's our channel, which we have inset. This portion right here is formatted to fit directly into the channel. And this allows our stop block to be placed wherever we need it to and tightened down with a wing nut so that when you're cutting multiple pieces, you always get the same length.
Now, we're going to cut the slot in the mini sled. We encountered a flaw in our plans.
It is indeed a flaw.
Let me show you. If you notice here our blade cutting in right through here, and then our metal piece.
I was under the assumption that the blade was centered on the table, but evidently it is not centered on the table, question mark?
Our board is not centered.
Our board is not centered. That makes much more sense.
However, I think this is an easy fix. We will simply unscrew this one right here. Scoot it down, because we left room to account for stuff like this. We're just going to scoot that down a little bit.
She says this, but I think she forgets that we glued it in place.
Yes, I did.
But this will be fun. So, this table sled is a smaller version of one we already have in the shop and we use for larger cuts. This is going to be perfect for the majority of our cuts that we do for our projects. All in all, extremely pleased. And if you hadn't noticed, I may have taken a little bit of stain to it last night before we went to bed. I have an addiction, it's okay. My therapist says it's fine. Right, therapist?
Yes, ma'am.
See, it's fine.
But you did miss a spot there.
I'll fix that. It's next on my checklist. Guys, thank you so much for joining. Please feel free to like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already there. We do stuff like this all the time. All the time. You never know what we're gonna do.
Have you subscribed?
I have.
Clicky, clicky.
We'll catch you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.
The best feature in this garage. The best. Do you see this? I'm glistening and not in a good way. Back to the project. I'll come down to you. Okay, no spin linters in Le Bouffe garage.